name on that. That's my daddy's name. He whooped his name on my ass. DJ used to get a lot of whoopings too, I know. Him and Shocker, except for Shocker used to get knocked in the head.
Show. Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson.
I got 3 engrams.
Kenny Smith.
Dude, what
Brooklyn
do you
is
think
where
about
we'll
the
be going
AJ
just
last
moments from
night?
now,
They talking
as
about
the Nets will be going up against the
Crucible
Dallas Mavericks.
Crucible was
For Dallas.
normalized.
I had confirmation
an
from
interconference
a
affair
coworker,
lined up for you
Daryl,
today as the Dallas Mavericks come in for this one.
he
It's
does
the
say that it is
NBA,
normalized,
and it's
but
right here on 2K Sports.
what the difference
Alongside
is
Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin
the,
Harlan. And on the sidelines,
abilities
Hall
on
of
your
Famer
armor,
David
you
Aldridge.
know, like resilience and all that.
The Brooklyn
does
Nets,
take
they
some
want to
place
turn
of
the
it.
season series
You know, like,
around
it
as
does
they
make a
lost their
difference
last matchup
depending
against
how
the
you're
Mavericks.
set up.
Yeah, and they
And
got
also
beat
the
last
weapon.
time these two teams met, and really
You have a
free
particular
throws
weapon.
were
But
the
he was
story.
trying to make a point was, you bring a level, say level 50 or level 100, and he brings the best low-level weapon, which there is, he can take you out. It doesn't matter.
No, he was saying if he had a low level, you bring a 650 weapon there and he could take you out.
Yeah, but the problem is with that is, how's he going to do that if he can't? He has to be 600 to get that 650 weapon. You can't do that.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah, he has to be 30. He has to be ranked.
Right, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a 292 cloak and a 286 cloak, and if I change, it doesn't do nothing to my power.
The one thing I would say, Kevin, is there
Does it have any perks on it?
Whose best player is a back-to-the-basket center, and if that's the case,
Is it legendary?
No, it's just blue.
In their skill
Blues
set.
don't
Those don't give perks. Only the higher.
increase
It should increase my power though, right?
a little, but not. You got to have an average
Well,
of
it's
90%.
not anything. It didn't do anything.
Do you have a lot of legendaries? I mean, a lot of blues?
I have
How many blues do you have?
Chalk up 2 there.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, well, and how many
Here's
pieces
Carroll.
in total on
Looking
each
at his
side?
point production,
Is
he
it
averages
40?
almost 11
2
points a
purple
game.
and 3 blues on my armor side.
Left to the
Yeah,
wing.
in order for you to get next
Russell
level,
finds Carroll.
you got to have
Off the glass.
all purple.
Carroll's got his first basket of the night.
Well, this score is all about DeMauri Carroll getting himself good post position. If you allow
Oh, my guns are take effect too, don't they?
A nice shot by Barea.
Okay.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on.
Anyway,
Gaining a little confidence from range.
right, you like
Okay,
the
you're
mindset so
you are
far.
now in the
If
purple
you give
range.
them room to
That's what
drain
you
it,
want.
they'll do just
That's a legendary.
well, not exactly one
And then
of
if
those
you get
big,
exotic,
burly
it's better,
power
but it's gotta be
forwards, right?
a high
He
level
has
power
his
exotic.
leaping ability
but
more
they're
than those
all-
guys.
Yeah, he's
not
already
good.
had exotic drop, but it's low level.
Yeah, you can use it though. You can jump it up because you want that because it's got a lot of options.
yeah, it's in my vault. I just saved it because I know it's got perks that the other things don't have.
Right now you got you know how.
Yeah. I mean, I've played Destiny before.
I know. That's what I say. You know how. It is.
His shot is
He's
good.
not like AJ.
I played it on console.
Well, he said he's played it forever. He played on console and played on PlayStation 2. I mean, 4.
But didn't
Yeah, I
he
played
say
the
quit?
Division on PlayStation 4. That's all you can get it for. Division 1 didn't come out on PC.
Yeah, no.
Warfox64 joined your channel Destiny 2 on BRK.
Oh,
Heaven's Devil joined your channel
Yeah.
Destiny 2 on
let's go
BRK.
to War Thunder.
Here, that's 5
Give me
straight
down.
makes
Down.
to start the game.
Warfox Heaven's Devil left your channel and switched to War Thunder on BRK.
We're gonna play some War Thunder.
And that was a
What?
real quick
You just
comeback.
got
Tank
here.
2 Tank left your channel and switched to War Thunder on
Both teams
BRK.
are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arm.
Russell passes
You got
to
another
Lillard,
loose tooth?
and no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Russell against Berea. Knocked away. Shot clock at 6. Russell, no good.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. You almost never get that wide open a look.
A nice shot by Berea. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Well, you think about the Brooklyn Nets and Kenny Atkinson having a tough task of rebuilding this organization. It is still feeling the effects of the trade that stripped them of so many picks. But give Kenny credit for embracing the challenge and knowing there's a long road ahead.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run, and a great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy.
So for the Nets, Harris
Syndicate joined VRK.
And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert. And then for Dallas, Mejri comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Porzingis in for Powell. Here's Dinwiddie, nailed from three-point land. Dinwiddie's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Berea outside. Another three for Dallas.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame.
Syndicate disconnected from VRK.
They're allowed.
Russell kicks to Allen. Berea against Russell. Back to Allen. Russell looking it over to the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
This, to me, is an improving aspect of D'Angelo Russell's game. Reading the pick and roll. Nicely done.
It's the three-point bomb. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. 20 points for him last game against Miami. And that's a foul called on J.J. Berea. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, picks up that second foul very early in this game. He's going to have to tread lightly for the rest of this half.
Allen dishes to Russell. Back to Allen. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
And very little defense here to start the game.
Boy, both teams rolling right now on the offensive end. We got a little barn burner cooking.
Nets trailed by 5. Kicks it to Allen. Pass to Dinwiddie. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Berea's got 10 points in the game.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Russell passes to Dinwiddie. Tipped away. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game right now. The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now, here is Russell. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
It was huge, no doubt, and it seems like they simply can't miss from downtown.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Mejri is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Harris. Then there's Doncic. Stolen. Inside, Harris. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
And another turnover here by Brooklyn. And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week in the West.
And what a stretch it's been for him. I mean, it goes beyond the scoring, which he has had no problem doing. He's been all over the small things that take a shooting guard from good to great.
Mavericks leading by 12. From deep, another three for Dallas.
Talk about stretching out a defense. He's been unstoppable tonight.
I'll tell you, he's nailed everything in sight, and how efficient he has been from outside the arc.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Dallas. Harris against Harris. Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. Let's keep it alive. Here's Davis. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Harris from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harris has got 5 points so far. Out of offenses, Doris, initiate that high pick-and-roll offense, which is so fun to watch. Which ball handlers do you want running that play for you if you were on the sideline?
Come on now, there are some master manipulators in the pick-and-roll. Let's begin with the great James Harden. We'll begin with his teammate Chris Paul. Steph Curry. You give Steph Curry options to read in a pick-and-roll, he's going to make the right choice. There are a lot of guys who can manipulate the defense in a pick-and-roll, but those three are at the top of my list.
Well, you just have to admire the job that this Nets front office has done to improve the roster.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, they have taken on bad contracts in an attempt to gather assets. They have found talents like Spencer Dinwiddie who were passed up by other teams. So even though they didn't have a ton to work with, the team has kept pace with their improvement.
He's checked in for Salah Measure. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Mavericks.
And most of the damage being done by the backcourt. They've leaned on their guards big time, and the plan has worked to perfection. The small ball approach has been the way to go.
Napier finds Davis. Back to Napier. Harris outside. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Davis. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his third assist on the night. Here's Doncic. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis. A three ball. Another three for Dallas.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Now Napier. No points in the game yet for him. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Can you remember the last time they missed?
I really can't. They're on fire. Seems like they cannot miss.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Well, we've seen some defensive wizards among the NBA's freshman class this season. Let's now take a look at the rookie steal leaders. Luka Doncic, 4th.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively. He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover. And that's such solid
LHEF joined BRK.
on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pin.
LHEF switched channel to Battlefield 1 on BRK.
Without the basketball, you'll be rewarded.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively
Lithrow
from the
joined
triple.
BRK.
4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the whistle blows. It's
Lithrow
gonna be
switched
Luka
channel
Doncic.
to Battlefield 1 on
That is his first
BRK.
foul of the game. LeVert's checked in for the Nets. It's the Nets now. Here's Davis. Again, the Nets for 2.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
In the corner, it's Harris for the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, terrific performance, really synced on both sides of the ball.
Well, especially offensively. The chemistry these guys have is infectious, and it really shows.
Dinwiddie passes to Davis. And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Harris. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dinwiddie. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Boy, I'll tell you, still looking for that first 3 of the second quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
Timeout called the Nets. Commissioner Adam Silver recently said there's nothing magical about 82 games. Doris, what do you read into that?
I read nothing more than the leadership that Adam Silver is about. And it seems to me that the NBA is one of the most proactive professional sports leagues in the world. And by that I mean, Kevin, they will evaluate every aspect of their business. If they believe it's advantageous to make change, then they will go to their competition committee, they will go to their ownership committees, and they will make whatever change they believe is for the ultimate good of the game. And that's exactly what you'd hope for.
Personally, 82 games, in your opinion, what do you think?
You know what, Kevin? It can be a little bit of a grind, but there is money at stake. And obviously, that's a difficult thing for owners to come up and over. The players would have to want to give some money back. So, listen, 82 games is long, but what happens, I don't know.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
And Davis throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Here's Nowitzki, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
That beautiful touch from Dirk Nowitzki. So confident in that mid-range.
They get a hand on it. Here's Harris. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Allen kicks to Russell. Score of the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
Really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
And here's Barea outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Russell against Barea. Outside Russell. He kicks to Davis. Shoots over Barea. And it's Davis missing.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Beyond the arc. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Barea. 8 points for Nowitzki.
Boy, you have got to love the focus of Dirk. Even with defenders all around him, he sinks these shots consistently.
And Russell gets it to go. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in complete command. There, it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny?
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many threes they took. And the confidence of the shooters, now that's outstanding.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is O-V-A, over.
And that'll...
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former number 2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Nets.
Camp Game joined VRK.
Together down low. Levert and Carroll are the
Camp
wingmen.
Game switched channel to Battlefield 5 on VRK.
And last season, Russell had to fight for minutes upon returning from injury.
Yeah, and battles like that help mature a player and really keep them focused. Those are areas where Russell had struggled in the past. I think he and his coach both know it's not easy, but it has already started in making Russell the best player he can be.
Here's Levert, and he bangs it home with one hand.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Doncic and Dallas again with the bucket.
Marvelous start to the second half, 3 for 3.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Passes to Carroll. Feeds it to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Nowitzki outside. From outside the arc, another 3 for Dallas.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
The Nets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Deep 2 from Russell. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, a wide open look from mid-range that goes by the wayside. You can tell he's upset.
And the basket is good.
See, you can tell Porzingis knows when he's in close, he's got the kind of size, touch, and length to make that look easy.
Russell dishes to Allen. Russell with it. 11 points in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Harris is checked in for Levert. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. And that'll be his third foul so far. You know, a lot of people have looked at the schedule of the NBA, Doris, and they think, you could eliminate back-to-backs of teams that face each other 4 times in a season, do a 2-game series in each city. It's kind of a baseball-type feel. Would you support that?
It's an intriguing possibility to me, Kevin, because, one, it would cut down on travel, which obviously would make things a little bit better and easier for players. The travel schedule is taxing, particularly on back-to-backs. And so I don't know if there would be an opportunity for Adam Silver to maybe somehow run a test case. Would you be willing to put it in for a season, see how it fits in the overall context of the season? But it is an intriguing idea, and we are trying to improve the product no matter which way we go.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Lee against Harris. Outside, Russell. Here's Carroll. And no good. And it's Dallas the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Carroll's got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Doncic, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Another shot. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I'll tell you, proving how dangerous he can be inside. D'Angelo Russell forcing the defense to make a commitment.
The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Barea comes in for Doncic. Pass to Barea. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, play a game of deep ball. I like it. Barea improved his range over these years.
There's 1:38 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Dinwiddie. 7 points in the game. And here's Russell from 13. A shot missing.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's the 3. It's good from long range. 30 points in the game.
This guy's trying to close this game out in style. He's not going to stop attacking until he's sure this win is in the books.
Dinwiddie passes to Russell. D'Angelo Russell, the lefty playmaker out of Ohio State. Doris, a lot to like about his ability to create.
Well, certainly Kevin has a nose for scoring and combines that with good vision. I think the one thing he's got to be careful of is shot selection and taking care of the basketball.
Ed Davis is checked in for Brooklyn.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand. Check out that assist. You can tell a player who's seeing the whole floor very well.
From deep, Barea, count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, Barea's intensity right now is not being matched by the defense. And to me, that's why he's scoring at will right now.
Out to Russell. This one for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's Barea with it. They'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Over in the corner, Lee takes a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, this is a testament to the razor-sharp focus that Courtney Lee brings on a nightly basis. Contest all you want. It's not going to faze him.
Russell against Barea. Russell finds Davis. Lets the 3 fly. 1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a huge... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Jackson is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Barea, and it's Kleba in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Davis. To Napier. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Napier's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Brooklyn. Dallas, what is your solution to the controversy surrounding one and dones?
Kevin, I believe the one and dones will be a thing of the past, and I think it will happen shortly. And the reason that can now become a viable option is the G League holds the key. You can now allow players to enter into the minor league straight out of high school. If they raise the salary of those G League players, then it helps across the board.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Jumps up. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Oh, terrific pick. Then kicks it right ahead, turning defense into offense.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect in transition, right? He knew exactly what to do after picking that ball off.
Here's Dinwiddie. And the three off target.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
And the shot goes down.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Barea. And here's the fast break. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Boy, the opposition has got to feel an avalanche bearing down on them right now. They're wiping them off the floor.
To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Kleba. Over Davis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Crabs checked in for Brooklyn. And Dallas also making a switch. Doncic is checked in. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Here's Karuch. Powell pulls it in.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They've got to figure something out, and fast.
Davis dishes to Napier. Back to Davis. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
Allen's checked in for Ed Davis. Crab kicks to Allen. Shot clock at 5. That shot off. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And there it is for them.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. We know James Harden joined Durant and Westbrook in winning league MVP honors, Doris. Had those 3 stayed together in Oklahoma City, is there any doubt in your mind that they would have won at least one NBA championship?
Well, you think back to the time they worked together, and they did go to an NBA Finals and ended up being eliminated by LeBron James and the Miami Heat. So obviously, you like the opportunity they would have had to go to more. And let's give a little credit to the great GM of the Oklahoma City franchise, Sam Presti, who is responsible for the drafting of 3 MVP candidates. That in and of itself is quite remarkable. But you know this, Kevin. Success and failure, there is such a fine line. And there's a tenuous nature to things, an injury at the wrong time. So many times this trio was tripped up by an untimely situation. So, I mean, if they stay together, yes, you like their chances, but this is why history states otherwise.
And how about finally being able to put an end to that 16-0 run by Dallas?
Good on the bucket. And now it's up to 25 points for Luka Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Top of the key. No good that time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And there it is for him. He has 40.
Still attacking. Building on this lead coming down the stretch.
I'll tell you, he's relentless right now. He's going straight at the defense and knocking down a lot of shots in this quarter.
Allen.
Cabot joins VRK.
Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Cabot switched channel to Battlefield 5 on
That's
BRK.
a pretty pass. Barea is a spark plug, and he seems to make his teammates better whenever he's on the floor.
Now here's Crab. D right on him. Pass to Napier. When it comes to building confidence, Doris, some people say playing one-on-ones in practice is a huge help. Is that something that you did when you were playing at Providence?
Kevin, I believe this could be the single greatest development tool for any individual player. If you start at the free throw line and play one-on-one against a player who's maybe slightly above your level or certainly at your level, and you limit that one-on-one from the free throw line to 2 dribbles or less, your skill set, I promise you, is going to develop. The other thing I would encourage young players to do is play 3-on-3 because it forces you to move and to cut and to screen and how to do those things properly if you're going to be effective. I love 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. It always helps you when you go back to the 5-on-5.
That's such great advice. Some changes for Brooklyn. Davis comes in for Allen, and Damari Carroll subbed in for Karuch. Then for the Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber, and Lee subbed in for Doncic. Lee with the steal. To the middle, and stolen by Napier. Crab kicks to Carroll, back to Crab. Trying to get open is Davis. Crab, good.
Alan Crabb doing work on the interior, sir. Okay.
And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Grab the pass to Napier. Back to Crab. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
Nowitzki outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
And on the road, silencing the crowd. What a dominant performance.
Well, they took control of this game from the outset, a commanding all-around performance and an important road win.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Yep, still here.